We head on over now to the IFP, who are also commemorating Women's Day today. Let's listen in and get a sense of what is happening currently.
Women march to the union buildings to reject injustice and oppression by the apartheid laws. Their courage remains a living instrument to all of us. No nation can be free while its women are oppressed. We honor those heroines today for their sacrifice, resilience, and resolve. Equally, we gather here in Soweto to honor and pay tribute to women of today, our mothers, our grandmothers, community leaders, teachers, nurses, police officers, farm workers, and women activists. Women are the ones who keep the fabric of our nation intact. They shoulder the daily burdens of our families and the nation. On behalf of all males in South Africa, I convey our special gratitude to all women of South Africa. I wish them a happiest Women's Day and a happiest every moment throughout the year and the following years as they remain the pillars of our society. Thank you to all of you, women of South Africa, for being pillars of families and the rock that refuse to be broken by oppression. Even today, I urge you to stand firm and reject oppression. We pay a special tribute to the extraordinary women who led Inkatha Freedom Party, whose lives were devoted to service and to our beautiful movement. I do want to indicate the few. Mrs. Constance Tombigayise Zigalala, who came from this province. Princess Makoko Katinuzulu, the mother of our founder, Umntwana wakwaPhindangene. Princess Irene Audrey Thandekile Buthelezi, the mother to Princess Phumzile and Inkosi yesizwe sakwaButhelezi ekhona phakathi kwethu. I also want to honor Dr. Harriet Ngubane, our stalwart, Mrs. A.B. Mchunu, Mrs. Hilda Manyati, Mrs. Sue Felgate, Mrs. Elna Ngasana, Mrs. Faith Gasa, Mrs. Alien Venkinkosi Shandu, Mrs. Sibongile Bhengunene, Mrs. D.B. Ngcobo, and the countless unnamed women whose courage built our movement. Let their example give strength to our purpose. Give us courage, discipline, compassion, and our unwavering commitment to justice. Above all, we honor the IFP Women's Brigade led by Comrade Princess Phumzile Buthelezi today. The IFP Women's Brigade is the backbone of our party and the rock of our organization. For decades, the IFP Women's Brigade have organized communities, led women's campaigns, comforted the bereaved, mobilized voters, protected the vulnerable, and kept our values alive. They volunteer in clinics and schools, lead in spaces of power, and hold our branches together in good times and bad times. Their hands have built our organization, and their courage had carried the IFP through hardship. Princess Phumzile Buthelezi, we salute the tireless service you render as a chairperson of the IFP Women's Brigade, together with your collective leadership of the IFP Women's Brigade, as you remain committed in supporting the struggle for women at every level. Since 1956, the form of our struggle has changed, but the struggle itself continues. Today, South African women confront a new and deep challenges, few amongst which the epidemic of gender-based violence and femicide, the entrenched economic inequality and unemployment, barriers to quality education and skills training, inadequate health and psychosocial services, the erosion of moral leadership and public trust, and the disproportionate burden of caring responsibilities placed on women and young girls. The gender-based violence and femicide stands as an urgent national crisis. It is not only a crime against individuals. Gender-based violence corrodes families, communities, and the future of our nation. In November 2025, the National Disaster Management Center, under the National COGTA, we lead, classified gender-based violence and femicide as a national disaster. That classification must mean more than words. The gender-based violence and femicide is close to the IFP's heart, and it appears in every manifesto we have ever published. On 24 August 2019, our founder, Prince Mangosuthu Buthelezi, when he delivers his last speech in the elective conference of 2019, he gave us a special mandate to protect women and children. This is the mandate we carry today and we will carry tomorrow for our children and women in South Africa until our women are free from fear and abuse. Personally, as the Minister of COGTA, I intend to ensure that the classification of gender-based violence and femicide as a national disaster, we must translate it into sustained program with sufficient resources coordinated implementation, and measurable outcomes to make our women feel free in their country that is free. For survivors must find a justice system that is quick, human, and effective. It is the IFP's views that we must roll out specialized victim-centered units in police stations, fast-track forensic services and court backlogs, expand legal aids and court accompaniment to survivors, so survivors are supported from report to resolution. The IFP believes that health services must be constant and comprehensive. 24 forensic and medical care at every district hospital and designated clinic, long-term trauma counseling, safe shelters tied to pathways for economic independence and strengthen prevention and treatment